Welcome. We're going to go take a look at a house for sale. But before we go on that journey, I need to do a little bit of fun work and trim a few boards. 2 miter boxes, and I've got 2 angles. One's going to cut one and the other's going to cut the other. I am somewhat lazy. Okay, so this is the way it works with houses. Let's start with this. If a house rents for $1,000, you only pay 70 times rent, so $70,000. That's a pretty strict rule of thumb. And what I mean by strict rule of thumb is you're not really going to find many houses that would fit that formula. It's kind of rare. And nowadays, houses sell like eggs with barbecue. I couldn't think of anything. That's a pretty strict rule of thumb. You're not really going to find many houses that fit that. Especially nowadays when houses are selling like chocolate covered anything. But even today, even with this housing market, I have one that I want to show you. Returning to my example, I did a search locally and I saw some houses that were renting for $700 a room. So one of them was a 4-bedroom, so it's $2,800. So you would take $2,800 times 70. There's another house that was selling for, I did a search for houses that were selling. There was a $380,000 house that had 3 bedrooms. And then there was a, what was it, a $470 house that had 5 bedrooms. Now you're thinking, these are high numbers, this is like not for me, I'm gonna tune out. All this stuff, I buy it without using any of my money. That said, I'm not buying anything. I got my hands full, and I've got no money in the sense of like, I'll always find money when it's a good deal, but I don't want to buy more work. Oops. That's not supposed to be happening. Oh, look at this. That's not good either. Alright, hold that thought. I'll get right back to how to buy these houses. I'm going to have to do something about that wasp or hornet or whatever that thing is. But in the meantime, I was looking, where are my helpers? There's one there. It's no wonder I don't get anything done. I haven't figured out how to get rid of that monster. So for now, let's go back to this. So remember this $2,800 monthly rent and times 70. So if you do that, 2 times 70, that's going to be $140,000. And what's 8 times 7? That's 42. With these zeros, that's going to be 42,000. So the total you would want to pay for that is $182,000. $182,000. That's a 4-bedroom house. And then again, I just did a search. So a 5-bedroom costs $470,000 and a 3-bedroom is $380,000. So our $182,000 falls way short. So you're thinking, well, how on earth would this ever work? Well, it does work, and it's all a matter of finding a busted up house. And that's just exactly what we'll go take a look at now. Something tells me this is not going to work very well. Maybe that worked. Feel sorry for the little guy. I wouldn't be saying that if I got stung. Sawmill wood. I've almost got it. This is 15 degrees. I'm jumping now to 18 degrees. I'm gonna cut it while I'm not holding the camera. You know, this saw, I've used this one and this one quite a bit. I've never changed the batteries in these. It looks as though that's my angle. This is 18 degrees. And our boards are actually going to be laying this way. But I'm using these samples and I'm making the cut longer here. If I can get the long cut looking good, then definitely the angle will look good on a short cut like that. My helper woke up. The noise is bothering him. My goodness, that's a dull blade. I'm glad Woody's not watching this. Didn't I say we were just going to go look at that house? We're still here. Well, I need to get a couple of boards up here before we go anywhere. It won't take long. It's a short video, I promise. Look, it took a while, but I found one angle is 18 degrees. The other one, what we just cut, that's 30 degrees back and 26 degrees that away. What do you think? I've got it going up in the back a little bit. I don't want water to collect there, and I think this will dry out a little bit. So basically I want it up like that. And then there's another trick. You can't trust this, so we have to put another board in that spot to act as a straight edge. So that's taking the average of the shape of this, and then we take our little template block and line it up on this, and then we know we have a good angle. Good. I found our mathematician. So what I was saying is, you want a house that is torn up a little bit because, hold on, because you don't want to be buying someone else's paint or someone else's old bathroom or someone else's old kitchen. You want to go in and buy it because it's missing all those things, and then put in new bathroom, new kitchen, and that's going to make for a house that people want to rent. Again, up the street there is a house that's rented for $1,200. Not a house that's going to rent for $1,200, but a house that's been rented and the tenants have been paying for, I think, a year or so, and they want to stay on, so it's a good deal for them. So we're about to look at a house that's banged up, and we know that the price is going to be about $20,000. So we'll get the $20,000 from those investors. We'll pay the 4%, and the monthly payment, we can make that anything we want. We're not dealing with a bank, we're dealing with individuals. So if we say we need to just pay $300 a month or $200 a month or whatever, as long as they're getting their interest, it's very easy to figure out on a spreadsheet. I can show anyone how to do it on their own spreadsheet. Can't get anything done over there. Okay, so we're going to be buying a $20,000 house. Now, we don't need to come up with $20,000. That's coming in from somewhere else. We need to come up with money for materials, money for labor, and in most cases, get somebody to help you. You be the labor. I've been doing quite a lot on my own. So two people working together could get a lot done. As far as materials, materials are expensive, but this particular house kind of looks like this. It's got a second story. Why fix up the second story? Just get the downstairs set up and rented and do the second part later. I work with cash. The reason I got this what's it called? I went through a toll apparently, and I don't have an Easy Pass. I have nothing against Easy Pass, but I like everything cash. I like to pay an attendant. So once in a while I'll get hit with these things. Around New York City, they're all electronic now, so you get tagged that way. Anyway, buy the house, don't fix up the upstairs, put a new roof on it, put a new bathroom, a new kitchen in it, and a new bedroom, and rent that space out. Get that going, get that cash flowing. If you have time, go ahead and fix the upstairs. So, I don't have money. I never really did. But when I had a good idea, money could be found. And in this particular case, this is a spreadsheet that I made, and this loan was $30,000. And one of the key things I did was I borrowed the money, and then I didn't have to make the first payment for, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. That was my design. And I borrowed it at 4%. And you're thinking, well, where can you get 4% money these days? Well, we're about to go for a ride and take a look at houses that are a couple hundred miles away. Right away, people will say like, well, I don't have time to go a couple hundred miles away. Well, that's the same thing that people that have money say. They don't know where to put the money. Bank isn't a smart place whatsoever. So if you approach them and say, I have a good idea, their money will travel. And that's just what's happening here. This is the interest that I'm paying every month, which is really not very much for holding costs. Now, this loan I wanted to keep and run out, but in the case of the house I'm going to show you, you would take the money, remodel the house, put it up for rent, go through the seasoning rules, perhaps refinance it, or the people lending money might hold the note. These are not hard money lenders. These are people like you and I that happen to have money. Well, I'm not on that list. I usually don't have even lunch money, but nevertheless, I got ideas. So this one is going to be sold, and I just missed it. Now, I didn't really want to buy another house, but I had friends that needed a house. So I was going to actually arrange the deal for them. When you miss on one, you gotta try for the next one. So in the end, that house got away, and that's okay. We'll find another one. They are constantly out there. You have to be patient. And you have to be ready. Had I said, sure, I'll buy the house over the phone when I had the first phone call, the house would have gone to my friends. I would have been able to get them the financing they needed, and they'd have a project on their hands. But for now, I'm going to end this video. I apologize for it taking longer than I thought. And tomorrow, I'll make a real short video. I have a really neat trailer to show you. It's kind of cool. And it's a genius idea. I bet you a farmer thought of it. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much.